Welcome to the IFX Expo Asia 2023. My name is Supriya and I'm delighted and such an honor to be here today with you guys for these 2 days. To begin this day, I am excited to announce the first panel, the ASEAN Century, Tech Trends in Online Trading. As FinTech is growing swiftly, what will be the future of FinTech in APEC? I will hand over this stage to our moderator. Please welcome Aeby Samuel, CEO and founder of FYNXT. Please give a warm welcome.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, Supriya. Welcome to our highly anticipated panel discussion on the Asian Sanctuary Tech Trends in Online Trading. Just to introduce myself before we start, I'm Aeby Samuel. I'm the founder of FYNXT. We are a Singapore-based fintech providing a low-code digital front office for multi-asset brokers. Today, it's my privilege to host and moderate this session and guide our wonderful panelists through an engaging conversation that will unveil the exciting future of online trading in Asia. We have 5 exceptional panelists who bring in a wealth of knowledge, expertise, and diverse perspectives as well. So without further ado, I'll now give the opportunity to introduce themselves briefly.
Hi everyone, my name is Jon Light. I'm head of OTC product at Devexperts. Devexperts are a software company that builds software for brokers and exchanges all over the world. We specialize in FX, CFD, exchange traded and crypto platforms. We have over 800 engineers in multiple offices all around the world. So yeah, we look forward to getting into conversation this morning.
Thanks, Sean.
My name is Egorov. I'm Global Head of Sales at Tools for Brokers, and we provide software for brokers, prop trading firms, hedge funds, and liquidity providers to execute their trades faster, to maximize their profits using our tools for money management, copy trading, and to cut their costs with our tools for automation. Thank you.
Thanks, Ivan.
Hello guys, my name is Or Gold. I'm head of commercial operation for Panda Trading System. Panda Trading System basically is a tech provider. It's been in the market for 16 years. We're developing software for brokers, CRMs, all the back, middle, and front office, web traders, mobile application, etc., etc. Happy to be here.
Thanks, Or.
Hi everyone, I'm Ron Strauss and I'm the CEO and founder of Leverate. Leverate provides trading platforms and turnkey solutions for Forex brokers, exchanges, and financial institutions worldwide. And we do it since 2008.
Thanks, Ron.
Yes, okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm Tom from Exness. It's my honor to be here today. Is among of the CEO here. Yes. For Exness, we are provide the best condition and the best benefit to our customer and our partner. And I am a country business development manager about the algo trading and EA. And why today I'm here talking about the fintech and technology today. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. It is such a powerhouse of knowledge that we have here. I'm sure that we are in for an enlightening session. To take the discussion more engaging, I'll need some engagement from the audience as well. I hope we don't make it boring for you all to keep checking your phone, but we'll try to keep it as engaging as possible, right? But before we dive in, just let me share a few stats of why this session is important. I'm really happy that IFX decided to put this as a first topic. The Asian Sanctuary, it's a term that was carved out in early 2000s to describe the transition both geopolitically as well as economically to the Asian continent. Right? Online trading is definitely a vertical that demonstrates it quantifiably. What I mean by that is if you take example of the trading volumes in Asia were around a staggering $1.7 trillion per day in 2022, which is more than double in just 5 years. So definitely the trend, an Asian Sanctuary is practically applicable for the online trading market as well. So it's clear that technology has really played a key role in the growth of online trading in Asia. And today, I'm sure that as part of our discussion, we would love to hear from the panelists of what are the tech trends that Asia is going to see in the upcoming future. Right? So let's dive into the first question. I'll start with some basic first. How has the rise of technology and digitalization impacted the growth and accessibility of online trading in Asia. John and Ran would love to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, sure. So certainly coming from Devexperts, we've seen an absolutely massive growth in signing up of brokers in the APAC region over the past 3 to 4 years, and new leads and new clients coming through continue to be from this area. So technology has obviously been the major driver, but you just need to look at the demographics of the region. So many countries with such large populations. You look at Indonesia and the Philippines, they have such a large amount of the younger generation coming through in their teens, 20s, and in their 30s. Every single one of those will have a mobile phone in their pocket. Every single one of those will have more disposable income than they've ever had. They'll be more educated than they've ever been, and they'll be on social media looking at trends of trading. And I see that crypto has really been a kind of a gateway driver. People have been kind of seeing that online and getting into crypto. So that's quite exciting. Recently, we've seen a lot of move driven by technology for people getting into exchange-traded instruments as well. These traders want to have positions in Tesla and Apple. So the recent innovations in fractional share trading, connecting into US equities markets has really been a big driver that we've seen. So yeah, really exciting. And I think, as Aeby said, it's kind of it's big, but it seems like it's just the start for Asia.
Thanks, Sean. Ran?
So I would also like to relate to a few points that John mentioned and elaborate some more. When we look specifically in Asia, and 10 or 15 years ago, it was not so clear that everyone will have an internet connection at home and a personal computer. But what we see today with the high adoption of mobile in Asia, it's you have your own PC in your own pocket 24/7. Now, that's in my opinion, what drove a lot of growth in adoption of online trading in Asia. Now, on top of that, just add the fact that as a global company that is working worldwide, once all the tech giants started to push their own cloud services, allowing us, the technology company, to offer our services globally and locally in the same level of service, I think that it definitely assisted a lot. And like John said, the high adoption of crypto in Asia means that, first of all, you have a tradable asset that is tradable 24/7, and that's really dramatic, both for traders and both for investors, but also the great impact that it had over the payments industry, allowing us to send and accept payments in seconds or minutes versus what we used to do before.
Absolutely. Thanks, John and Ran, for the fantastic insights. Having lived in Asia myself, on top of the points that you mentioned, I feel that there's a wealth transition that is happening across generation as well. So the amount of disposable income that people have in Asia now is a lot more. And those guys are, like John and Ran both mentioned, are with guys with mobile in their hands. So digital and online is definitely something that they require. Let's keep the momentum going. As we move on to our next question, what are the key technological advancements that have revolutionized the online forex trading industry in the Asian region? And especially, I don't think we can leave AI outside it. So Or and Ivan would love to hear your thoughts and views on that.
Want to start?
Yeah, I can start.
Start.
Yeah, so we see that brokers at first place, they're trying, especially in the Asian region, to make their software as simple as possible. So sophisticated trading platforms, sophisticated tools, they don't have enough popularity, I would say, here. We see that services such as copy trading, money management, it's very popular, like social trading as well, in this region. And one of the things that I see that are related to artificial intelligence, we see it's applied in the risk management. So we see the huge interest from the brokers to help them to manage the risk, identify some risky categories of clients based on the artificial intelligence. So those that can identify these traders to send the alerts and so on. So just to help to cut their risks.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Ivan. Or
Look, Asian brokers usually tend to adopt technology in a later stage. So in the past, if we looked, we can see that, once we had a new technology coming into the market, usually it was the European market, and only after a couple of years it was the Asian market. And this is due to the labor cost. Any automated task can be done by human as well, and the human cost here is. This is the main reason. But if we're looking on the AI side of things, and we're looking on the development that happened since the beginning of the year, we see that also Asian brokers tend to adopt really quick, because they understand that if they will not adopt, they will be left behind. And you can see that it's related to all the fields, also the front end and also the back end. So if we're looking on the back end, a lot of tasks that will be done by back office, by compliance, by service desk can be done today by AIs. Instead of looking on document and approve it manually, you can have an AI scan it. Instead of choosing who to call, you can choose an AI who will tell you who to call next. In terms of front end, if I'm a trader, I can use a chatbot to advise me. I can go over to social platform and also an AI scanner that will tell me who are the best social traders, etc., etc. There is a lot of development, and I definitely see that the Asian market will be one of the quickest adopters in this technology in the nearest year or so.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks, Ivan and Nor. I think I attest to what you say as well. One of our recent customers, within 3 months, they had around 15,000 customers onboarded. There is no way that they can manually now scale up physical people behind. And even the automation and AI is absolutely inevitable, both from onboarding and trading perspective. Thanks a lot. Let's go through the next captivating question. What are the key factors that traders should consider when developing a trading strategy, and how can they differentiate themselves in this competitive landscape, especially with AI-focused trading tools that are now coming out? So Tom, given you face the clients directly as a broker, I would like you to share your experience with the
Sure.
sentiments on the ground, and or you can add on as well.
Sure. Okay. For the answer the first question about in terms of a human trader, what we do before in the past, we do market analysis and we do risk management or asset allocation or the diversification, right? And also you know your trading style. You know that you are scalping, you are the leverager or something like that. Yes, and finally you do the back test on the platform. Let's say for the MT4, MT5. Yes, but nowadays you can all the input, all your activity, you can put into the AI. You can put into the even the Chat GPT. Yes, you can give them the CSV file and asking to analyze my best target price or predict the next stop loss. That is available for nowadays. Even you can do some low code program before, just you have to think about how to create the question to asking the AI, right? For example, you can do a data analysis like to uncover hidden pattern that may not apparent to human trader, or adaptation and customization. Adaptation because um, we can survive today because we adaptation ourselves, right? I adaptation myself, I adapt myself, I adapt the animal, adopt themselves to survive for nowadays. Also for the trader, you have to adapt your strategy, rely on the market. Just by using the AI to do some data analysis, just something like that. And another one is like innovative strategy. Is like before we using only for the technical analysis like MACD, RSI, whatever. But for now we can do something like a quantitative strategy. We can using physics, mathematics, and statistics. It's like if I'm graduate from the electrical bachelor degree or something, I can do some like a signal processing or find anomaly detection in the trading pattern. And the truly power is the continual learning and improvement, the trading strategy from the feedback from the trading history to the AI, and then we got improved and learning from that. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Tom. Or
Okay, to add a bit about it, so we covered mostly the EA part. So obviously the access of data is much more simple right now. As you mentioned, you can ask directly ChatGPT to create you some trading strategy or other platform. But I want to focus on the other part. The other part of traders, which are not the daily traders. There are traders that are swing traders and long-term traders, and those make their decision based off analysis of the market. Now, I can refer to myself back in those days, like I think 12 years ago, when I wanted to make an investment choice, I would go and search a couple of websites and looking for analyst ratings and going into the books of the company and see the PE ratio and PB ratio and all of those, making a lot of models. Now, today, all this data is, there are companies specific that in a click of a button, just give you all the data. And it's amazing. And not only that, in terms of brokers, you can market on those specific segments in the data to your traders. So I think that in a couple of years from now, we won't see any more investment advisors, human investment advisors, because it's very simple. The machines have more data and they are smarter than us. So this will be the end.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Or and Tom. I think it is really a very interesting perspective. And as we are all experiencing this, I'm sure in the next 2 or 3 IFX Expo, when we hopefully will be sitting in this panel, we'll be talking about all the AI tools and modules that each of y'all have.
It will be a lot of robots instead of us.
Okay, thanks a lot. Now let's move on to the next question. In what ways has mobile trading platforms and apps influenced the adoption of online forex trading, especially among Asian investors? John and Ran would love to get your insights, especially in light of what happened last year. I'm sure would love to hear your thoughts.
Okay, I can go first. So I think mobile trading is the #1 reason why online trading has grown so much in Asia. For most people, it's their primary device. They don't have access to any other means, any other computer. And you look at countries like Thailand, the Philippines, and Indonesia, they have some of the highest rates of mobile use in the world. So people there are using their mobiles more than anyone else anywhere. So for a broker, you really need to take this into consideration. And there's a number of things to think about. The first is localization. A lot of these people don't speak English. So you really need to make the platform comfortable for them so they can sign up, trade easily, and understand it. It needs to be seamless. So if you have your sign-ups, deposits, withdrawals, trading, charts, reports, all needs to be in the same place. As soon as they start leaving the platform, then you potentially lost them. And I would say it's also really important to have a dedicated mobile app in these regions rather than a web-based mobile trading interface. Because although internet speeds are very fast in Asia and there's a massive adoption of 5G infrastructure, outside of the big cities, there's still some bandwidth considerations. So if you have an app that's downloaded, everything is already on the phone, all of the images, all of the rendering. If you have a web app, every time you're using it, you're re-downloading the images, so you're going to make a bad user experience. So definitely a dedicated app rather than an online web page or an online web page disguised as a dedicated app.
Lovely. Thanks, John. Ran would love to hear you.
So every time I visit Asia, I'm amazed again and again by the super apps. How with one app I can instant message and order a taxi and order food and send money. By the way, this is something that in Israel we don't have and we don't use. And and you mentioned what happened last year. So what happened last year actually pushed so many brokers to search for a different mobile trading platform, right? So So, and I think we all here share the same feeling about it, and we all got some new clients and new business because of that. Now, in Asia, it takes it to the maximum because for example, what we see from our Asian clients is that the mobile adoption is around 80% of the traders. Some of them are trading exclusively on mobile. That's quite different from the non-Asian brokers, where we sit around 60%. At the same time, we see brokers that consider mobile as something that they should have. It's nice to have. They don't understand that that's actually, I would say, the most important platform that they must have. And it's not only one platform. Like John said, it's a set of platforms. You want your platform for iOS, and you want your Android, and you want also a web-based mobile application. Now, once you utilize it, once you understand the power of having your platform in the pocket of your client, connected to the internet 24/7, and you combine it with AI or GPT AI, your ability to use it for marketing automation, for the service and the support of the client, I think the results are amazing. We see it at Leverate. I'm sure that everyone sees it the same like us.
Thanks a lot, John and Ran. I definitely attest. Again, living in Asia, I know that super apps is a part of our day-to-day living, and it is inevitable that even from a trading perspective, not just the trading, I think there are supreme apps, right? But the customer experience will now continue both from right from onboarding to trading, not just FX, because people want to trade other asset types also. So it's inevitable that brokers will start adopting true multi-asset with direct equities and stuff. Thank you very much. Really insightful. Jumping to the next question. I hope everyone's alive, yeah? Great. In what ways has the emergence of blockchain and cryptocurrencies affected Forex trading? Ivan and John would love to hear your views. Ivan?
Yeah, then I would start. First, I think we all see the huge interest to crypto. And besides that, it's one of the instruments that traders like to trade. It's also became essential in some of the regions as an option to accept the payments. So I think it would be hard in some countries even to operate without this opportunity. And one more thing, I would concentrate more on the blockchain itself as a technology, because I see it's as a huge potential as a trend in the future as well. That many brokers in Asian region, they look for ways to decentralize their trading environment as well, because there are some old-fashioned solutions that use some either hubs or they have some center to process all the trades. And sometimes it turns out that, like, first, it's you don't have control over your trading flow. The second thing, that's it's also dependent on one center. So we found a way, since one of our flagship solutions is based on this decentralized architecture. So and there is huge interest in Asia and in other regions as well. And so we see more and more interest in this direction.
Lovely. That's great insight.
Yeah, Aeby, if you'd have asked me the question, how does crypto drive FX CFD trading kind of 1 or 2 years ago, I would tell you it probably doesn't. But it's really changed over the past, definitely over the past year. Generally, a crypto trader and an FX trader have been quite different. Crypto has really been a gateway asset class for many people in Asia to get on and trade. And a lot of them are used to the crypto platforms. They're used to the way that Binance looks with the kind of the simple terminal. But certainly over the past year, we've had lots of traders looking at different asset classes, during the crypto winter, as they've become more used to trading. And we're seeing that a lot with clients that come to us. We have a crypto and we have an FX CFD platform, but more and more we're getting asked, how can we set the platform up so it looks like a Binance or looks like a Kraken? That's what my clients want. So this is something to really consider. As people get into crypto, they look to other areas, but you need to make sure their user experience is similar to what they're used to, so they just know how to do it. Also, we've seen in the crypto space the crypto exchanges in Asia are getting much more sophisticated. So we have one client who's the biggest crypto exchange in their country. They started up their platform. They knew the local markets really well, but they were just tech guys. They built built a matching engine, and before they knew it, they had 5-6 million people putting orders on it. So they really needed to kind of change that to have some financial grade technology behind, and we have a high performance matching engine that's used in equities exchanges. And I see this kind of going more and more as these solutions that have been built locally start to hit their limits. The brokers and exchanges are becoming much more professional in the area.
Lovely. Thanks, John, for that insight. And thanks, Ivan, as well. Really happy to know that blockchain is getting outside the traditional trade finance world and coming into the multi-asset broker world as well in trading. Be really exciting to see how other aspects of multi-asset brokers like onboarding and stuff like that can be on a real ledger instead of going through a manual activity every time. Looking forward. Thank you, guys. Really impressive perspectives. Moving on to the next question. How has artificial intelligence and machine learning transformed the landscape of Forex trading in Asia? And what are the potential benefits and risks associated with these technologies? Tom, I know briefly you answered some of the points, but would love to hear more details on that, and same from Ran.
Okay. In first, I need to explain about the real benefit that I got from my experience. Is this about the collaboration between and networking for the EA or algo trader? Like before, the past 5 years, if I need to learn about the quantitative trading or the algorithmic trading, I have to read the 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 textbook from the US side in the English language, something like that. But nowadays, in Thai language, in Bahasa language, in Chinese language, just that this is the real impact to the Asian forex and for the algorithmic trading side. Yes. Let's say if I open searching for the using Python for trading forex on the medium. It show me on both for the English and Thai language for now. Just that's fantastic, right? Okay, and the next one is about the GitHub, right? I can learn from the code, copy, and deploy on my local PC and learn how it works. And another one, I'm the one to build up the community, quant community in Thailand also. So I learned a lot of things about this, and I very impressive about this one. The networking is free. That's awesome, right? Okay. All right. For the benefit, I already talked about it. Let's say about the risk. Yes. The risk about using the EA and algo in the Asian now. The first one is about when let's say when I implement my first model, my first robot, and it's work well, I will rely on put my heart 100% to that EA, to that algo. But that is not the correct way to do, right? I facing with my AI algorithm without my oversight, it can be risky also. And the data quality and the bias, yes, we call another name we call in the overfitting your data. That is not good enough, right? And the quality of the data also, we cannot rely on the Yahoo Finance just to do to testing the EA or the algorithm, and that's it not the good quality data. Yeah, we should get from the broker that we can rely on, right? And another one is the technical failure. That is it a bit difficult for the newbie in enter to this market? Is it about the cloud server that crash, or about the hardware or the software? This is a bit still the problem for the trader for nowadays. The last but not least, is about the regulator and ethics. Yes, some traders try to get the benefit, try to capture the profit from the broker, not from the market. This is not acceptable, right? So we should try to educate our trader, our client to trading properly. Thank you.
Lovely. That's really deep insights. Thank you very much, Tom. Brad.
So I'll jump straight to the benefits and the risks. The immediate benefits that I see is mostly around the service support and marketing automation. We discussed it before, my ability to do it anytime, real time, any language in a very professional way. More than that, in a very segmented way. Okay, so I can tailor my message, my communications to any specific client, to any specific trader. That's a huge benefit, in my opinion. Regarding the risks, so we all understand that AI at the moment and GPT AI is something that is not under regulation. So once we understand that, our clients, the traders, somehow might get an investment advice from an AI or utilize it in the wrong way, like how to cheat a chatbot. And it's up to us, the companies, to make sure that we put everything our own under our own self-regulation.
Well, that's really, really important perspective as well. Thanks a lot, Tom and Ran. What are the most important, now just alluding to a similar but slightly more important part of the AI-powered platforms that we're talking, what are the important factors that traders should consider? Tom briefly alluded to it, but would love to hear a little more from Jon on this, given that we have only 9 minutes. One more question after this, then we'll open up for the audience.
Yeah, sure. I think there are obviously many types of traders, and right now with the features out there with AI, I don't think it's currently the main reason for a trader to choose a platform. You know, a platform is a service that comes with the broker and the platform, and brokers should concentrate on this. But I do think there are things out there that will help brokers convert traders to coming onto their platform. So for a beginner trader, your number one interest is to get them trading, have them deposit funds. So you want to, doing things like tailoring the news, showing market sentiment, giving them trading ideas to get them going is fantastic, and AI can really help with that. For the more sophisticated trader, you want them to increase the trades they're doing, increase the volumes, be more comfortable with the platform. So being able to analyze data, being able to start building more complex orders through into building their own algos. So I think maybe when we're sitting here in 1 or 2 years' time, I think the increase in algos created by AI based on their trends and their preferences will be something that will come out. And it's probably another discussion, but it will have benefits and negative sides to it.
Lovely. Thanks a lot, Jon. One final question before we open it up, but this should kind of paraphrase everything we've been discussing, and I want a few more panelists to just jump on. What are the key technology factors that Asian brokers should consider, and how can they differentiate themselves in this competitive landscape from other brokers? Ran and Or, would love you to start, and the other panelists also can jump in. This will be the last question.
Yeah. So first of all, I think that any serious company should look for a serious technology partner. That's how we consider ourselves, and I'm sure that my other colleagues share the same feeling. Now, regarding to expectations from my technology partner or my technology provider, we discussed mobile. I think that mobile, especially in Asia, I'm looking for a great product that works flawlessly, not just another product that I have on my offering. At the same time, I'm looking for flexibility from my technology partner. It's not that it's not a one suits all game. I would like to have professional services. I would like to have changes that I believe that will contribute to my business. And this is something that I expect to get from my technology provider. We saw cases of clients, for example, a client that came to us after he had to leave a few other companies because he had one specific requirement that he needed to have 50,000 traders logging in at the same time and executing one specific trade, and he would like to get great execution as well. So you need to be able to be very flexible towards your client. You need to be able to offer them professional services and also to offer great service to the local market, like we discussed before.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Ran. Or?
I think that Ran is pretty correct. Each broker is unique and each needs is custom built stuff. This is first. But if we look backwards and we're overseeing the Asian market, there are still a lot of brokers that, as you mentioned, doesn't have an app. So if you don't have an app, how you can market in app? Most of the people right now have the mobile phone. Most of them count on the mobile phone. They looked at it like, I don't know, a million times a day. So if you want to market properly, you should have an app. This is first. Second of all, obviously, all of your technology aspects should be fit and you should have a proper branding. Somebody needs to know you. When he looks on you, on your website, it needs to be you. It doesn't need to be somebody else. And obviously, personalization. So in the nearest future, we'll see that not each trader and not each end users like the same thing. So if you have the ability to do personalized marketing, it will set you apart from the competition because the guy who just now bought an Apple Watch, you will be able to offer him Apple stock, for instance. And if you won't have the right tool and the right marketing approach, you will just lose those clients to another broker that has those tools.
Thanks, Or. John or Ivan, would you like to take it now?
Yeah, I'd like to add something. I'll try and be quick. So Asia is a very diverse place. Lots of languages, lots of cultures, lots of different types of people. And the brokers that that are our clients that have had the most success have been the ones that really know their client base and understand how they trade and what they want. So I would say localization is really key. So making sure it's in the right language and that you have control over the language, because a lot of trading terms come from English and there's no direct translations into Indonesian, for example. So you need to be able to take control of that and change terminology depending on your client base. Are they beginners? Are they experienced? Are they from the crypto world? As Ran mentioned, also the having an open platform. So that can be done either by you customizing on top of the platform or opening up via API into third parties for things like contest management, prop trading, IB management, etc. And all of that must be seamless in the platform.
Thank you. So if I can paraphrase what three of you all say, Ran said that don't be penny wise, pound foolish. Choose the right tech platform. Don't go always for cheap. Cheap is not always good. It has other implications. Or mention that branding. I think branding is absolutely key. People should know what you're doing and why you're different as well very clearly. And I absolutely agree with John. Localization is key for success in Asia. There is no way for getting a Thai person or an Indonesian person to accept everything in English. The adoption is much lower. Thank you really very much. Before we close, let's open it up for some questions from audience. Anybody? We definitely have the spearhead of technology change in FX as panelists, so it'll be good if there are any questions. Yes, please. Is it on?
Yes, it is. Hi, I'm Jay. I'm from Amazon Asia. This is my first event for FX Expo. I'm very excited, and this is my first section as well. I'm not active trader, but based on the conversations we are having, I just want to understand, as a layman, how would anyone be able to differentiate between algorithmic trading versus AI trading platforms? I mean, this is a question posed to anyone.
Anyone would like to take?
You're speaking about the trader itself, or you're speaking about the broker who would like to differentiate between in terms of risks? The trader itself. So basically, EA is a tool. You're downloading your trading platform, you're putting your EA on top of it. The EA contains your strategy. Your strategy needs to be measured, backdated on past events. AI platforms are, it's a very big term, AI. You can go to each platform, and if you would have a chatbot that is speaking with you, it's an AI, probably, in the backend, if it's more sophisticated and giving you two options to your answer. As well as for research tool. If your brokers gives you some research tool and you see that the answers that you are getting are not just linked to some websites or to some articles, probably it's based on some kind of AI that scrambles your answers and on the backend gives you the proper answer. So it's a bit of tricky question because you cannot really define. But I believe that once the months will go further, the accuracy of the responses that your trading platform will give you will be due to the fact that most of our brokers will use AI in order to give those answers.
Yeah, I just add quickly. So, algo trading versus AI trading. An algo is something that's been specifically written by someone that's that's technical, understands the market, and it's like there's coding involved there. When you're talking about AI trading, it's someone who doesn't necessarily have to be that technical. It can suck in large amounts of data, and it can build an algorithm for you. At the moment, that's still in its early stages, like Or mentioned, but I think when we're sitting here next year, we'll probably be discussing that a lot more.
So just to paraphrase, most of the trading platforms that you download today are all manual trading platforms, unless you programmatically add a program to do an AI on top of it. Like John said, by next year, I'm sure there'll be a button which says "trade on my behalf" or something of that sort on trading platforms. Yeah, Thank you very much for the question. Unfortunately, we are running over time, but I really want to thank you. That concludes our panel discussion. I want to thank all the panelists for their absolutely stunning responses as well as insights that they've given. It really helped me also learn a lot of things. Really thank you for that. The world of online trading is evolving at a rapid pace, and it's discussions like this that are empowering us to stay ahead of the curve. And as the saying goes, to end it at a lighter note, the trend is your friend unless it's a bad hair day. So keep exploring, keep learning, and may your trades be successful as your sense of humor as well. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Aeby.
Thank you very
everyone.
much.